Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another tutorial and we're making this little bracelet right here. So this is the bracelet. It like doesn't want to focus on it and I'm sorry, but and I have this like little heart bracelet too and they just look really cute together. So anyways, no one cares. Okay. This is the lovely pattern we're doing. It's very simple, as you can see. This is a beginner bracelet in my opinion because, as you can see, it's very simple. It's a very short pattern, not a lot of strings. However, we do have all the 4 different kinds of knots in this bracelet, and the way I classify my bracelets is beginner bracelets are not a lot of strings, very few rows, and then like only 2 kinds of knots. Intermediate bracelets are a lot of strings, a lot of rows, but still only 2 kinds of knots. And then advanced bracelets are any number of strings, any number of rows with all 4 different kinds of knots. So this one, I feel like if you know how to do the 4 different kinds of knots, this is a very simple bracelet. It's very easy. I promise you this. Okay, again, no one cares. Let's just get into this video. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, guys, you're gonna need some embroidery floss to make this bracelet, and I also got a second lamp for better lighting, so this is kind of what my setup looks like right now, and I think the lighting was kind of terrible through the video, so if it's bad, that's why, because I have 2 lamps. So we're gonna work at it though and try to get better lighting. But anyways, yeah, embroidery floss. Okay, and go ahead and pick out 4 colors that you want to use for this bracelet. I also wanted to let you guys know that if you are having trouble picking out colors for your bracelets, you can always look up color palettes, and I use this website called colorhunt.co, and it's literally just a website full of color palettes, and there's so many, and you can kind of filter them by like popular or trendy or like random or whatever. You can also save them to use for later. On this specific website, each palette only has 4 colors, so if you have a bracelet with more than 4 colors, usually what I do for that is I just take different shades of the colors in the color palette, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just wanted to share that tip with you guys because I've gotten a couple questions before about color combinations, so yeah. Anyways, back to the tutorial. So for each of your 4 colors, you're going to cut 1 string that is a wingspan's length long. So you should have 4 strings at a wingspan's length. All of them should be different colors. And from here, you can go ahead and fold all of your strings in half. So at one end, you have your ends that meet, and then at the other end, it is like folded over like a loop. And from here you can go ahead and start your bracelet however you would like. I have a more in-depth video on how to do this, and that is always linked in my description box. Once your bracelet is started, go ahead and tape it down to secure it. The string setup for this bracelet is just going to be a mirror image. So mine goes teal, pink, coral, yellow, then yellow, coral, pink, and then teal again. Since this is a 1-2 pattern, I'm going to go ahead and pair up my strings. And for the first row, my first pair is going to be a forward-backward knot. My second pair is going to be a backward-forward knot. My third pair is going to be a forward-backward knot. And my fourth and final pair for this row is going to be a backward-forward knot. For row 2, I'm going to go ahead and leave out my outer 2 strings and then repair up all of my other strings, not including the outer 2. And this entire row is just going to be all forward knots. For the third row, I'm going to go ahead and bring back in my outer 2 strings and repair all my strings, including my outer strings this time. My first pair is going to be a forward knot. My second pair is going to be a forward backward knot. Third pair is going to be a backward forward knot. And finally, my fourth pair is going to be another forward knot. And for the fourth and final row, I'm going to go ahead and leave out my outer 2 strings again and repair all of my other strings without including my outer 2 strings. And again, this entire row is just going to be all forward knots. And that is the entire pattern. So to just repeat this, you're going to bring back in your outer 2 strings and you're going to go ahead and repair all of your other strings. And once you've done that, you are now ready to repeat the same knotting process starting at row 1 and going all the way down, and there's my lamp, and just repeating the process until your bracelet is long enough. Alrighty guys, so that was the tutorial. Hope you guys all enjoyed this video. As always, there is an FAQ in the description box, so if you have any questions, your question's probably going to be answered down there. And you can also follow all of my social medias in the description box as well. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys all again next time. Goodbye.